Hey guys, I'm Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today we're going to be using new stamps that haven't been seen before. This is called Fluffiest Friends, and I'm going to be making 2 cards, and I'm also going to be using another stamp set and some DSP. I would like to explain about last week. I was all ready to do the video. I had everything prepped and everything. And as most of you know, I had broken my neck a long time ago and I still have problems. And last week I had shooting pain from just moving a tiny muscle. I could not leave the couch. So that's why I wasn't here. It wasn't because I didn't want to be. But thank you so much for coming and for looking for me last week, even though I wasn't there. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to flip you around. So hold on one second. As you got a sneak peek of my dirty room. Okay, let's see. This way. There we go. There. Okay. So let me show you the stamp set again a little closer. It's called Fluffiest Friends. And I'm hoping, hey, Hindi, hey, Pat. Thanks, Hindi. Am I going the right way? That's the question. I want to make sure that I am not. I'm going to move you back just a little because that was too far forward and I would end up not being right for you in the thing. Okay, there we go. All right. So these are so cute. Now, what sold me is the bear with the honey because you know that we have I'm Tedder Bear Stamping, and we we give away honey. We got so much honey this year that we've been giving it away, and we have an overabundance. If you live nearby and you're one of my customers, feel free to come by and pick up a jar because I love to share. All right. The other stamp set that's brand new is this one. It's called Garden Meadow. And what is so cool, which I don't have it right here, is that they have a fence that cuts out in the dies. And I am going to be using just a couple stamps out of this one. Also, show you this DSP that is called Meandering Meadows. And I'm not sure if you've been with Stampin' Up! For a while, you'll remember that we used to sell some paper that was absolutely stunning. You didn't have to do anything to it, but put a sentiment on it and maybe some ribbon and some embellishments, and you were done. So that's what this is. So I just wanted to show you. Each one has a beautiful background. And I just wanted to show you. Look at how gorgeous these are. It was really hard to pick out which one I wanted to use. So let's see, we got that with that on the back. And I'll be making a card with this too tonight. Trying to get to it all so you can see. Oh, it's so pretty. I love getting new stuff. And Stampin' Up! Is doing a joining special right now where you can get, because of our 35th anniversary, 35% off the cost, which is normally $99. You get 35% off that, or you can pay the regular $99 and get 35% more in the product. Whoops, that was not the back. There. Look at how pretty these are. Okay, so we have all those. I will be using that too. I'll put that in its bag later. All right, so let's get started. So, as many of you also know, is that I don't use white or yellow very often. And this is lemon. This one is not lemon lolly, but it goes perfect. So that's why I chose it. And I hope that you like it too. And also, if you sign up for my newsletter on my blog, which is tedderbearstamping.com, then you can get my PDFs every couple weeks of everything that I make here on YouTube. So let me put this here. I know I have a lone dimensional on there. So we have that. And, oh, I have lots of doodads in here. Well, hold on. I want to make sure. Whew. I don't want anything to get out. All right. So we're going to start with this. And my brain just keeps forgetting what this one's called. It is called Lost Lagoon. Goodness. And there's a die that cuts this out. So I've done that already because I didn't want to have it be really long. And we're going to use this to stamp the bear. And we're going to do that in Memento. Now, by the way, both of my cats are in here today. I had my heater on and all three animals were sitting right in front of the heater waiting. All right. Oh, isn't that cute? All right. And then we need the little bird. Well, that wasn't very good. Let's see. I'll do them again. There we go. And for this one, let's see what else we need. I think that's it for what I'm going to be die cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and color these. You know, I've already got them done, but I wanted to show you how I colored them. And you know, I love copper clay. That's one of my favorite new colors that we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and where all the lines are, I'm doing the dark. Some people start with light, but I always start with dark because to me it blends better. But I know some of you don't agree with me. One of them being Pat. She likes to go light first, which is, you know, it's whatever your preference is. So I hope everybody's doing good or well. Hey, Dottie. I had a lot of people over last weekend to do a Christmas card class. Dottie was one of them, and Pat. It was so much fun. We had Christmas music playing. So the next time I'm going to have a better playlist because I said traditional music and for our traditional Christmas, thinking, you know, Bing Crosby and Elvis Presley, you know, the good ones that we grew up listening to. And there was a lot of songs I didn't know. So I came home, complained to my husband, and he says, "Oh, you should have asked me. I have the best list." I'm like, "Okay, where were you when I was looking?" All right, I'm going to have to do that with the lighter. I have the brush tip out right now. And that's just too close for me to try to do it and not go over the lines. So next time we will have a better playlist. So Dottie, you do the dark first also? I just think it just for me, it just works out so much better. All right, there we go. Oops, there's a couple whites that we missed. And then I'm using the crumb cake for his paws and his snout, and it's the dark crumb cake. And then I am using Daffodil Delight for the honey. So cute. And last but not least, I'm using Moody Mauve for the jar. Again, starting with the dark. Oh, you start with the light. See? Everybody has their own way. And I think you kind of get stuck in, oh, and I forgot his paw. stuck in the way that they started coloring. I think, when I was a kid, I always outlined with dark first. So maybe that's why. Not with blends, of course, but with crayons. All right, let me get his paw here. Should not be white. All right, now the bird. And I'm doing all yellow on this. You could add like a orange beak if you wanted, but I like to kind of keep my supplies low. I know some of you that come to my classes say, what? Because I always have a lot. Okay. All right. So we would go ahead and die cut those out. And hopefully I've done them the same way as I did before. The only thing that I like to do for the honey is add Wink of Stella to add that little bit of shimmer. Back when we had Crystal Effects, I would have put that on, but this really adds the sparkle. All right, so we have those. We have this cut out. I have some grass that I've cut out. Just got to slide everything off my side here so that I can put it on this part. All right. And look at this cute little honey, the hive. So cute. Sorry. It's the little things. So I have 3 of the grass, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the back side. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glue and just run a bead close to this on the back side. Hey, Lola. Thank you, Hindi. I love to go through my colors and try to pick ones that I haven't used maybe in a while, or that I didn't think might not go with a color, and then I see that it does. I love to just do a little bit of trying to figure out what's the best that goes with things. And sometimes I come up with some really weird ideas, but they always work. All right. So we're going to use a piece of white that's exactly the same size so that when we put this on, it's going to make it so much easier. But for now, we are going to go ahead and just lay this on here. Put him on here, just so. And then we're going to stamp the bees. And twice now I've done it where they're upside down. So let's see if I can get it right this time. And I'm just kind of putting them on. They're just going to be flying around, and some are going to get covered up. All right, so we have that. I'm going to put this aside just for now, and we're going to use, on my picture, I had crumb cake for my stem, but I think this really pops more. And I did a class doing this, and they all agreed with me. Thanks, Hindi. You get your air conditioning in? I heard you were supposed to do it 2 weeks ago. So I'm hoping that they did come in and fix it, even though now you don't need it as much as you did during the heat, the full heat of summer. But the fact that you're getting it makes me happy. All right, so we have that. And then we're going to go ahead and put some leaves on. And you can either use glue or glue dots. And I'm just going to do glue because it's fast and easy, and I can just put it on here. Okay. So got that. And, You know, everybody has their own little ticks. I do that. Hopefully it doesn't irritate you. All right, let's see. We're going to do this. Then we are going to put one, whoops, let me do this here. Just to have it. And then we're going to put this one up here because they're both going to be hanging from that branch. Let's make it a little bit, there we go. Now you're going to want to make this be like where it looks like they are going to be able to fly in. And if you leave it yellow, it doesn't look like they can fly in. So I'm going to cover their hole here with the black marker. And then we'll have it for the bees. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back. And I might have to go get some more. Let's just do that. Yep, see, look, I'm almost out. I have a few on this one. All right. You know, I don't like sagging. And I want to make sure that my grass gets held on. So I'm just going to do one long strip and go right there. So I make sure that that doesn't go anywhere. Oh. So now you have to wait for heat. That's crazy. All right. And then we'll do a couple smallers right here. So we don't have any sags. All right. Now I'm going to lay the bear flat because this is popped up and that gives it a little bit more dimension. So I hope that will come out well. So it's getting to be, well, it is fall, and I am going to go and see the winter, or not the winter, the fall colors in the mountains tomorrow. So it should be fun. Visit my daughter while we're up there and go by the candy store that we love to go by. They have the best fudge. If you guys live near here, you want to go to Virginia, to Meadows of Dan, and go to Nancy's Candy Store. They have, let's see, I just want to make sure. They have the best fudge and old-timey candy. We probably, I love candy. We probably spend at least $50 every time we go. But the fudge is so good. All right. So I'm just going to stick him here. So we have that. Then I want the bird to sit up here. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple dimensionals on him. And he's going to be up here because they're friends. Isn't he cute? And we'll just have it right there. So good, except for I didn't quite line it up perfect. So we're just going to come in with my scissors and cut that off. It doesn't matter because it's the behind. Nobody will ever know. All right, so we have that. Cute, right? All right, then I have a strip right here that I am going to stamp the sentiment. And this comes from, I know this stamp set doesn't have any words. So I had to come up with something that would work. And so I picked Pansy Patch, and it's a little hello from me to you. And I have it for the inside also, which I'll read that when we get there. It is so cute, Dottie. Love it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just stamp this. Now you could put it on like that if you wanted. I chose to trim around it, but I might just, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like without. I'm just going to make it flat. I don't know. Do you like it like this, or should we cut it like I have it on my picture, which is like this? I like it both ways. So I think I'll just leave it. Maybe trim a little bit more off just so it's not so thick. And that's easier done if I just put it in my trimmer so that I know I get it straight. Whoops, that's 2. There we go. See, I get it super close. All right. And then you got to kind of eyeball if it's near. There we go. Okay. Hey, Haiti. So nice of you to come. By the way, I need your phone number so I can text you about classes. All right, so we're going to put that right there. I like it just as much. And then we are going to go ahead, and I'm just going to use the glue again because it's out and it's easy. Put this on the yellow. And the front is done. It's really not a hard card. It just, make sure it's opening the right way. It just takes a little bit to color and die cut. That's all. And it's new, so we get to play with new stuff. All right. I will add the doodads afterwards. Please help me remember, because that's what I do. And we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside. And we're going to do that with the bird again. Just down here in the bottom. And where did I put it? The bees. Make sure that they're not flying upside down. Okay. And I'm just going to put, oh, that didn't work so well. So this is why it's always good to have this little marker here so that we can just fill it in, and you'll never know that I made a mistake. And then for the sentiment at the top, we're going to say, wishing you, this is not it. Oh, here it is. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. Now, also, I wanted to color in the bees, at least the bodies. And I didn't do that on the front, so we'll do that real quick before I move on, because I'll forget. You guys have seen me forget. Okay. Let's see if I can get that without. All right, move that back. And, oh, we need to color the bird. At least he's fast. So last week was really, really kind of hard on me because of the whole feeling crappy and my muscles hurting so bad I couldn't move. But luckily it only lasted a day. All right, so let's do this one and copper clay, because that's the color of, part of the bear. We want it to match or coordinate. Ah, so good. All right. Thanks, Dottie. I just was happy that I felt better for the Christmas card class. I was so worried that I wouldn't be better by then. And then I would have just told Pat, go ahead and run the class. And you would have been fine with that, right, Pat? Hey, Robin, I didn't see you come in. All right. Now let's do the doodads because I love those. And I just call them doodads, but these are iridescent gems. And they got adhesive on the back. All right. So looking for my pokey. There it is. And you guys know I love bling. It's not a surprise. You know it. So we're going to just stick it down here. I did it the other way before when it was cut, but we'll just do it this way. And I hope you guys like it. One of you will be able to pick this if you want this card. Just comment so that we know you're here. And then Pat can put you in the drawing. All right, we got that. And then I'm going to do a big one and a little one. And these kind of take on the colors that you put it on. So that's what's nice. All right, so we're going to move that aside. I'm done with that. So what do you think? Is that a good one? Good? Yay. All right, so this is done. And if you wanted to, for your envelope, you could stamp the bird and then color it if you want or not. We're just going to put him here. And I think that the bees look cute around it. So we're just going to put some bees on there. Just because it's so stinking cute. All right. So this is done. I'm not going to color it. And we can move on to the next one. Now this is also, they definitely need bling. If we don't have bling, we're in trouble. All right, we're going to start this one with Old Olive. And this is going to be a card that goes like that. All right, and we have white, 2 pieces, and 2 pieces of black. So this is not a hard one. We just are going to go ahead and put the blacks down. And why I turned it over, I don't know. On the inside and on the front. So then we're ready for our whites when we're done stamping them. I do like layers. So I think that's what shows it being a good card. Like it needs to have layers. So we're going to go ahead and put that aside while I get ready for this part. Well, all right. So I'm going to be doing the blending brush, and I'm going to do it this way because it's just a little bit easier. So we're going to be doing the blue, but this time we're using boho blue. I know, Pat, you would have just been fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do the bottom. And this is the water. And this is going to be the sky. We're just not going to do it as dark on the top. So we don't have to change brushes or use a new brush. The more you go, the like smoother it will look. So I'm going to do a little bit more because I do want it a little bit smoother. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to re-ink it. This is going to be for the sky. Now, because we're using Old Olive, I'm going to use Old Olive ink. Looking for the Old Olive. Hold on 1 second. I had everything here, but obviously not the Old Olive. Hold on 1 sec. It's a good thing I have extra pads. And look, I just took it off the thing. All right. Okay, that looks kind of good. And now we're just going, I'm going to have to put that together after the fact. And we're just going to come up here and just do some sky without re-inking this. So it should just be a light sky. Doesn't look like the water, does it? Hard to even see. Oh, thanks, Hindi. All right, so we have that. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this. And we're going to stamp the cute little beaver. And hopefully I have room. His dam, that sounded terrible. His dam making thing for his home. I wasn't saying a bad word. Okay. All right. Just reminds me of movies when they say take all the damn pictures you want. All right. So we are going to go ahead and with the dark crumb cake. Everything is out here. I see the light. Dark. There it is. It was hiding. And we're going to do the cute little heart that he has done with his sticks. So this would be good for Valentine's Day, your anniversary, really anything that you want to tell somebody you love them. Okay, we have that. I'm going to go ahead and do his feet. And his nose or snout. And that's it for the brown. Now we're going to come in with the copper clay again. And this is why I do it this way. They are cute, Dottie. I just have a soft spot for animals. And the cuter ones like that make me smile when I just look at the stamp set, that's what makes me want to buy them. If it makes me chuckle or something, then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to have that. Plus, playing with anything new is always fun. But I was saying that I like to use, when I'm doing this video, I like to try to keep the same stuff. So if you guys wanted to do it, you wouldn't have to get so much. At least that's what I think. Okay, so. And now the light. So Marilyn's watching and she got to make this card the other day. So hopefully she's not bored. But I try to do the same cards I do on my videos in my classes so that I think smarter, not harder, or work harder, not smarter. No, work smarter, not harder. You know what I meant. Whoops, I meant to do is pause in the dark too, so we'll come back. I don't know. I didn't Google this to see if this is the proper way of coloring them, but I guess like I say about flowers, this is what they look like in my world, whether or not they are true that way. At least I know that they look good on my card. They become more whimsical if they're not true to life, I guess. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do the nest with the light because I think it just looks good. And I'm just going to get the outers, and then I'll color in the inside the whole thing. But I just want to get the outside done so that when I die cut it, you can still see them individually. But then once you get the outer done, you can just come in and do the whole thing. Okay, let me get his paw. Oh, and I forgot his tail. Goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. So, of course, we would die cut that. And here we go. And what we're going to do is put him on here. And I'm just going to run a small thing of tape here at the bottom and just stick him on there. We're going to put Dimensional Surprise on there. And where's the other? Well, I had some left over. Not a lot, but we're just going to go ahead and put these minis on there because that's what I have handy. Go over both so I make sure I don't separate them later. Hey, Valerie, I didn't see you sneak in. Glad you could make it. All right. So he is going to go right here. Well, cat hair is not included. Isn't he cute? All right. Then we're going to stamp the sentiment, which is the little things you do make such a big difference. And I'm going to do it up here in the sky in Memento. And it is so cute that I can pick whatever sentiment that I want. And I think he does make a big difference. So that's why I decided to use this sentiment. Perfect. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and go on the black. Whoop. Sometimes that happens. Come on. Then you just go back the other way and then you got it. All right. This is going to go on here. Wait till you see the embellishments I'm going to use. So, whoops, 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 whoops. I think I grabbed the wrong piece, but it's going to be fine. There we go. All right, so the embellishments, let me show you. Okay, So we have, these are brand new, you guys. It's coming out in November. These are called adhesive back dragonflies and birds. So there's two types, birds coming in from different directions and dragonflies. Now, I'm a big dragonfly lover because I grew up going to a lake and dragonflies were everywhere. They're all over my backyard. So look at how cute those are. And then we're going to do one down here that's flying. Oh, love it. And they are flat as can be, so I don't have to put tape on my envelopes to make sure that it doesn't rip. All right. So now let's do the inside. Move this there. They have in this one of these sets, let's see, find it. Come on. Well, we have the birds. Nope, that's not what I'm using on this one. Oh, come on. Well, we might have to use the birds because, oh no, here it is, duh. All right, looking for clear and that was in rubber. All right, so I'm gonna put the flowers down here and bring in that one blend that has the green just down here at the bottom to ground it a little bit. So now we have it to where it doesn't look like it's floating in the air. All right, then we have Old Olive that I'm going to use for the leaves. And Boho Blue for the flowers, since that's the colors that we're using. I say I'm going to use that. Come on. Okay. Well, goodness. All right, so we're just going to change to what other color would go, since I don't, let me see. We could use, well, might as well, right? We'll use copper clay, since that seems to be my fallback for everything. On my original, and if you go look at my blog that shows the pictures, which you get a really good close-up of the pictures, so you could go there. Then I'm going to use the brush or the marker that I had earlier, and I'm going to do the insides of the flowers. And I'm just going to use the brush tip and just tap it until it fills it in. There, that's kind of pretty. Okay, and then we're going to do a little hello from me to you. Right here. And that's going to be in Memento. Now you could add the dragonflies in here because they're flat, and usually I wouldn't do that because I worry about it like messing up the card in the front, but you don't have to worry about that here. You will love it, Valerie. Oh, I started to say, oh, I did say about joining. So if anybody wants to join my team, the Teddy Bears, that would be awesome. We would love that. All right, one last one. And this one is so easy because we're using that paper, that DSP that I loved so much. All right, I chose this one because that goes with this also. And we're just gonna, I cut it down, and the other side just happens to be able, like when you cut this off, it just happens to be the size of a bookmark, which would be fun to give to somebody because it's so pretty. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on. Like I said, it's a fast and easy card. Then I have a small piece that I'm going to stamp hello with in green, garden green. Well, I don't know what I did with all my ink pads. Okay, let's see. Nope. We might just have to use Old Olive because I don't have the garden green right here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put it towards the bottom so that I can cut it down. That was a pretty big piece. There we go. And trim it going sideways. And then this is just going to go right up here. I don't even think I am doing dimensionals on this card. Crazy, huh? Let's see. Let's put it right here. All right, now we get to bring in the birds and use those because they're so much fun. We can have a bird coming in this way, one swooping down, and then let's do another one of these small ones right here. So cute, you guys. All right, then we have this one. I'm going to move this just for a second, bring back in my Old Olive, and find my sentiment. Here we go. It is, I can't imagine having a better friend. What a perfect sentiment to send to one of your friends. That you know, let them know you appreciate them. All right, and then I have, now this is where we've had some arguments in my class because we're not sure. I think they could be like partridges because of the tuft of hair. So what do you guys think this bird is? So I'm going to go ahead and color that with the light crumb cake. Okay, and then I'm just going to go under here to add. There you go. All right, and then this is going to go on the inside. Fast, right? You can't get a faster card. Okay, so let me show you all three, and then Pat can do the drawing, and you guys can think on which ones that you want. Now, here's the other one that I made. It's totally different, but look at how good these go. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Okay, so we'll keep that one. And we've got this one and this one. There we go. Oh, wow, I got them all on the table one time. I'm trying to make it so where you're not distracted. Just push the mess aside. There we go. Hey, Two Bugs. Glad you could make it because you are here, and hopefully Pat can add your name real quick. We can see if you get to be one of the winners to get one of the cards today. So what do you guys think? Oops, I'm showing you two of the same. All right, hold on. I put him up here. There we go. There we go. There's the three. Silly me. All right. So what do you guys think? Did you like the cards? Was it a really good surprise? Thank you, Dottie. I think that they're partridges also. So let me know if you win, which one you would like, and send, if I don't have your, okay, Hindi, Marilyn, and Dottie. Yay, Hindi. So which ones do you guys want? Marilyn, text me and let me know what it is that you are looking at getting. And Dottie, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to try to put this ink pad back together. And I think I did it backwards. So, you want the bear? Dottie, okay. Well, this might, no, I thought I had it right. Okay, you guys know what happens when you break, when the lids come off. And this is an old pad. I'm gonna have to do it afterwards. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. He is so cute, isn't he? I don't know whether I would say he's sleeping. He just looks extremely happy with his honey. All right. I will see you guys next week. It's probably going to be a videoed card, and we will go from there. And thank you so much for coming. Please sign up for my newsletters. And if you guys want the best deal of your life, go ahead and join Tedder Bears for getting a lot of stuff. And you can go to OnStage in November for free if you sign up. All right, we will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.